Good afternoon, everyone. South Australian Police are currently investigating the contamination of food items which were discovered in the kitchen of the Flinders Medical Centre. No one was given the contaminated food items which were discovered in a kitchen before being distributed to patients. We are working in conjunction with the management and staff of the Flinders Medical Centre to investigate this matter. We are satisfied that there are no patients that have been fed the contaminated foodstuffs. No threat or claim has been made in connection with the discovery by a hospital staff member. There have been no similar incidents reported to South Australian Police to date, and anyone with information in relation to this incident or anything that may be of value to investigators is urged to call Crime Stoppers on 1800 333 000 or report the matter online at www.crimestoppersa.com.au. And you can remain anonymous.
What sort of charges?
Got to see it.
Thank you. Patient safety is our primary concern. During a routine food safety inspection yesterday, a small number of desserts were identified as contaminated. These desserts were planned to be disposed of. Staff were vigilant and isolated the area and raised the alarm. Management then initiated a small assessment team who investigated all other prepared food at Flinders Medical Centre. There were no other identified contamination. It was decided to dispose of any pre-prepared food from the day before, and fresh food was actually cooked. We also contacted patients who may have received the modified diet desserts in the previous day, and there were no concerns from patients. We've increased the supervision in relation to the assessment of food going out of our kitchens, and we are working with the police in their investigation. Thank you.
Can you tell us what the nature of the contamination was?
The contamination was a solid organic-looking product.
So, what, a plant or something?
It was a organic compound.
Was it very obvious?
It was very obvious, yes.
And what was the dessert, sorry?
The desserts were modified diets for patients who had swallowing or eating difficulties.
So like jello or something?
Jelly, custard. It was a staff member during a routine inspection who identified the contaminant.
Seeing as it was so obvious, does that make you think that the intent behind the act was legitimate?
I can't speculate on the intent behind the act.
South Australian Police are actively investigating all aspects of that through our investigation currently.
Could you just
So South Australian Police are currently investigating all aspects of the food contamination.
What was the organic compound?
We can't go further into disclosing that. It is part of our investigation at the moment.
And is it
false?
Was it fecal matter? Can you rule that out?
I can't comment on the aspects of the items that's currently being investigated, and we're having the matter forensically analysed.
Given that Spotless contract hasn't been renewed, can that be linked in any way to this contamination?
I can't comment on that at the moment.
That's part of all of our investigation at the moment, so all aspects of staff and anyone that had access to that area is part of our ongoing investigation.
So you're not ruling out any of that as possibilities?
Can't make that comment at the moment.
How many people could have potentially been affected if this was?
It was a very small number of desserts that were actually impacted.
Small as in under 10 or?
Yes, under 10.
So what sort of reaction or sickness could someone get from eating one of these?
The key issue about these particular diets is they're modified for a reason where people are maybe vulnerable, and therefore probably the bigger issue was choking or aspiration from the contaminant.
So was it a solid piece of contamination?
The issue was more about the fact that it wasn't a well modified or thin consistency.
What sort of wing of the hospital was it? What sort of patients were being treated in that section?
I can't comment on that.
Can I just say in relation to that, this is all part of our active investigation, so we don't propose to release any further details of that aspect of the investigation.
How do you describe the nature of the attack, I suppose? How does it sit? How would you sort of describe it to people watching, listening? Is it a horrible thing to have done, or talk us through that aspect of it?
This is all part of our investigation at the moment, so it's early stages of our investigation. Once we establish that, we may be able to go further, but at the moment we can't release any further details. We're very early in the investigation.
The
How does
team,
it- When you say they were vulnerable, were you saying they were mainly elderly or possibly children?
These are particular modified diets for people who need a particular diet requirement.
How could you tell it was contaminated? Was it colour, size?
There was an abnormal appearance.
Is there CCTV in the area that it was discovered?
Yes, there was. We're actively going through all the CCTV and have been doing so.
So you believe it was done on site?
We don't know. That's still part of our investigation. As I said earlier, it is very early in our stage of the investigation.
Would you call on whoever's done it to just get in touch, hand themselves?
If anyone does have any information that may assist our investigation, we ask that person or persons to contact police on our Crime Stoppers number 1800 333 000, or if they wish to remain anonymous, they can do so, and they can go online at www.crimestopperssa.gov.au.
The likelihood of it being a staff member is pretty high. That must be a concern.
That is all part of our investigation. We are looking at all aspects of anyone that may have had access into this area of the hospital.
the team that checks that food before it's discarded, is that routine or did something prompt?
No, that's a routine process that occurs as part of our food safety standards.
So how close was this food about to go out to patients?
The food was for disposal.
So potentially some had already gone to patients.
No, this food was for disposal.
How do you know that some of the contaminated desserts hadn't already gone to patients? How can you rule that out?
The food that we understood was for disposal.
And does that just come down to luck that people that were in the hospital that day didn't opt to get that dessert?
This is all part of our active
Can't comment on
investigation at the moment.
How
Would
often
that food
is-
normally sort of be sequestered in a sort of separate area and you'd have an inventory of what goes in and out of that area?
It's all part of the food safety standards, yes.
How often is that particular dessert? Sorry, how often is that particular dessert distributed? Is it?
Look, forms all part of our investigation.
Yeah.
And what colour was the organic?
That is part of our investigation. It is too early to disclose any details of that part of the investigation.
What sort of charges will arise from someone who is found guilty or found to have done this?
The possibility is someone could be charged with acts likely to cause harm. So that is part of the investigation. Once we know and go through all the CCTV footage that we have available, that we speak to people, we have spoken to staff and spoken to a multitude of people at the moment. It is too early to ascertain the full details, but that is part of our investigation at this stage.
Is there anything else you can say in terms of, organic matter is very...
That all forms part of our investigation.